Which college football rivalries did realignment destroy? Imagine a rivalry that has lasted over 100 years, filled with passion, regional pride, and unforgettable moments. Now picture that rivalry suddenly fading away or losing its annual spot on the schedule. That's what conference realignment has done to some of college football's most historic matchups. When teams switch conferences or divisions, it often means they no longer face each other every year. This change impacts more than just the scoreboard. It affects traditions, fan loyalty, and the sense of regional identity that these rivalries fostered. One of the most notable rivalries affected is the Lone Star Showdown between the University of Texas and Texas A&M University. These two teams played 118 times, creating a fierce rivalry rooted in Texas pride. When Texas A&M moved from the Big 12 Conference to the Southeastern Conference, the annual game stopped. Fans still hope to see the rivalry renewed, but the regularity and significance of that matchup are gone. It was more than just a game. It was a celebration of Texas culture. Another rivalry that took a hit is the border war between the University of Missouri and the University of Kansas. This game was played over 120 times and had deep roots in Civil War history and regional animosity. When Missouri left the Big 12 Conference for the Southeastern Conference, the rivalry was effectively ended. The teams no longer meet regularly, and the historic intensity has faded. It's a rivalry that carried a lot of regional pride and history, now largely lost to conference changes. The Pacific Northwest's oldest rivalry, the game between the University of Oregon and Oregon State University, faces uncertainty. Known as the Platypus Trophy game, it has been played since 1894. With Oregon moving to the Big 10 Conference, the chance for annual matchups has become unlikely. While there are hopes to schedule games outside of conference play, the regularity and stakes of the rivalry are diminished. Fans miss the yearly showdown that once defined regional bragging rights. The rivalry between Stanford University and the University of Southern California was also a fixture since 1905. It was a key game for conference championships and Rose Bowl bids. Now, with Stanford joining the Atlantic Coast Conference and USC moving to the Big 10, they are in different conferences. This separation ends a rivalry that lasted over a century, reducing the number of high-stakes matchups that once drew huge crowds and media attention. Other rivalries like the Red River rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma face scheduling uncertainties. The Southeastern Conference's move to eliminate divisions could mean fewer meetings each year. The Iron Bowl between Alabama and Auburn and the Florida versus Georgia game, known as the largest outdoor cocktail party, could also see changes in their traditional schedules. These rivalries have been central to conference championships and postseason excitement, but realignment threatens their future. Overall, conference realignment has fractured many long-standing rivalries, making it harder for teams to meet regularly. These matchups weren't just about winning. They were about tradition, regional pride, and the history that makes college football special. Losing these rivalries means losing part of the sport's soul, and while some may be kept alive through non-conference games, the guaranteed annual battles that once defined conference championships are now fewer and farther between.